All right, South Carolina picks up a 74-48 win over Radford on Sunday to head into Christmas break with an 8-day layoff on a 6-game winning streak. They're 9-3 on the year, and all things are looking good right now for the Gamecocks. But for a time today, right here behind me at Colonial Life Arena, this was just not a good start for South Carolina. Obviously, you're coming off the game where you just beat your arch rival in Clemson in overtime. That was a real, emotional type of win, a win that really is the signature victory of non-conference play and just the entire season in general right now for South Carolina. So you figured maybe there'd be a little bit of rust to knock off from that game, or just getting over the hangover of that game more so. But the first half was sloppy. Radford was hitting a lot of shots, and they ended up scoring 36 points in the first half to take a lead into the break over Carolina. And South Carolina, we've seen it before where they've gone down in the first half, and then second half comes and they really start to turn it on and they get right back going. But, this game, it felt like South Carolina continuously hit the snooze button and just wasn't waking up. But then the second half gets going and they take the lead, I think maybe 7 minutes into the second half, and they roll from there and go on to pick up a blowout victory. And I think a lot of it today kind of started with, Nick Pringle was pretty much solid today. He went 10 for 10 on free throws today. Jamari Thomas knocked down a few big threes in the second half to kind of get the crowd into it. Colin Murray-Boyles had a nice game. Cam Scott wasn't too bad today either. He hit a pair of threes and finished with 9 points in 13 minutes, which feels like a real boost to his confidence. And Lamont Paris was saying after the game that he feels very happy with the progress that a lot of these guys have made. Pringle with the free throws and Cam Scott with his overall game. And today was kind of the byproduct of that. Defensively, you held Radford to 12 points in the second half. That is absolutely incredible. I don't really care who it's against. It could be against a YMCA team or an SEC team. Holding a team to 12 points in the second half and just dominating, I think it all starts defensively. And Paris knew, he said in his post-game press conference, he knew South Carolina's defense could go up against Radford and play well. It was just, the first half was a little bit sluggish, but once you get into that second half and they're able to look back at everything, in the 10-minute break in halftime, they were able to really turn it on and play a lot better in the second half. So overall, good victory today for Carolina. It's a blowout win. You move to 9-3, like I said before. But the slow starts are definitely a little bit concerning, at least in my opinion. We'll see if it matters come SEC play and if it'll hurt them, but we'll see what happens. So South Carolina's got one more game to go in non-conference play before turning it on for SEC play after the new year. The Gamecocks will take on Presbyterian on December 30th. That's a Monday, 7 p.m., SEC Network. Final non-conference game of the year. And then, like I said, it's off to Mississippi State to kick off the 18-game conference gauntlet. Should be a lot of fun. For GamecockCentral.com, Merry Christmas, and I'm Jack Veltri.